up at 4 a.m. to prepare everything. It was pitch black by the time that I got up, and actually it's the earliest that I've ever left for a trip. And I'm heading north, going to meet two of my friends, Yanni and Rochelle, in their awesome Land Cruiser Prado 120, and Dimitris in his beast of a Hilux. This time we are heading to Oite Mountain in central Greece, but unfortunately the weather forecast is suggesting thunderstorms, so maybe we're gonna spend the first day down at a lake called Necropolis Lake. The next day we're gonna climb up the mountain and go and camp as high as we can on Oite. We've actually found a really nice camp spot that I want to go and explore, and I think that's going to be epic. So when we all finally met each other and formed a convoy, we decided to risk climbing up the mountain and ignore the weather forecast, as the sky seemed to be clear of dark clouds. So as we were climbing up the mountain towards our camp spot, we found this nice little cave where the waters from the nearby rivers are supposed to flow through, and then disappear as they go deeper and deeper in the cave.
They don't know where it appears again, no? It's cold. It's very cold. Yeah. That's why it's cold. Exactly.
After a little stop, we continued towards our camp spot, driving by a stunning gorge which led us to a huge open field up on the top of the mountain. 3 more kilometers for our camp spot. Pretty lucky so far, as the weather could hardly even be considered as rainy. So we started unpacking everything and setting up camp. All we needed was to sit down and relax from the long drive. And we were on the road again. The wind was getting really hard to handle, and so we decided to move our camp and find a place which wouldn't be affected by the wind. At least not as much as the place that we were before. This resulted in trying to find camp in the middle of the night, which is not the best case scenario as you practically don't know where you're gonna wake up to. On the other hand though, it gives a bit of adventure flavor on the trip. When we finally found our spot for the night, I was about to cook my 5 minute noodles, but Yanis insisted that he should take the lead and make his own proper noodles.
You got this.
Salt Bay. Salt Bay.
Did I say something about not knowing where you're gonna wake up to? Well, most of the time, it pays off. So we spent the night in this pretty cool mountain refuge. We arrived here last night. We're not really able to see our surroundings, so this morning was really fascinating, and now we really got a sense of winter in the middle of the summer. It was really cold. It was something like 10 degrees Celsius. The drive up here was actually really cool. We had a lot of kilometers on that road and we had some stunning views along the way. Now it's about time to start packing up our things and head south to a lake called Necropolis Lake. We're gonna spend the night there. So the lake is about a 2 hours drive from here, so we should better start packing up our things. Hopefully we're gonna get to camp before it's dark this time, and fingers crossed the temperature is going to be that bit higher, because to be honest we did get a bit cold last night. So as much as we love that place with stunning view and friendly inhabitants, it was time to go. We're heading down to the lake, and we just made a quick stop here. This appears to be something like a rest spot, and good thing is that I have these 3 bins where you can throw your stuff, and it's practically in the middle of nowhere, but it's really cool. And there's a forgotten tomato here. I don't know who left it, and I'm just waiting for the others to refill the water tanks from a source right behind here. And just making a quick stop because we still got about 2 hours to go. This place is really breathtaking, by the way. We are at an altitude of about 1,800 meters, and just really cool. We were driving alongside a really nice gorge, and then we just arrived in this huge fields. It's really nice. There are some herds of wild horses. We've seen a deer and a few cows along the way, but that's about it. Just gonna grab a bottle of water since I'm waiting. Well, it seems that I left the fridge working at a temperature of -5 degrees Celsius, so I had to wait for this bottle of ice to actually turn into a bottle of water. This is a really beautiful track. It's quite a long one, and it's a really narrow road, but it's so beautiful. So after a quite long drive, we finally reached Lake Necropolis. And on our surprise, the lake was empty. Lake Necropolis is a seasonal lake, created from the rainfalls during the winter, and it dries during the summer months. Anyhow, the scenery was still awesome, and the area around the lake was nice and mostly flat. So we started setting up camp and began cooking soon after. So we have arrived at the lake. This is a really cool place around here, and look at that, a fallen tree. I mean, you have a lot of things to see here, and the scenery is just amazing. This trip just doesn't stop to amaze me. We're gonna camp here for this night as well. Then tomorrow morning maybe we just gonna have a nice breakfast and we will start heading back to Athens. So now maybe we're just gonna cook something for the night. Then I'm just gonna sleep like a baby. We're so exhausted from today. We drove for more than 2 hours off-roading. We had some fun taking a few night shots, and then we just all went straight to our tents.
Your cup? I'll put it in the back. Oh, you need.
We're good to go. Okay. Ήταν διπλός να κάνει. Δηλαδή γινόταν 120. I will make. No, okay.
Everybody had to leave early the following morning. So after we had our coffee and breakfast, we started packing away our things and getting ready to go. So everybody's gone now, and I just stayed a bit longer for 2 more hours, just to stay and relax. I made another coffee and grab a quick snack, and now I'm about to leave. I packed the awning away and I'm just gonna pack up the rooftop tent. It's been a really nice weekend. We had lots of off-roading and amazing sceneries, and the weather was on our side. I mean, the forecast was suggesting thunderstorms, and it just has been like that for the whole 3 days. So pretty happy with that. Now it's my time to start heading back to Athens. 3 to 4 hours drive, so better start packing. And yeah, on to the next one.